Bezat Hashem, the Gemara this morning, Chulin 105a. The Gemara is going to speak about the Torah prohibits us to mix meat and milk together. The Torah repeats in 3 different places the same verse. Lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo, lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo, lo tevashel gdi b'chalev imo. You should not cook the baby goat in his mother's milk. Goat does not mean only goat, it can mean a calf. Any baby, right, or any meat, red meat cannot be cooked with milk. But why does the Torah put 2 extra verses? Normally it's 1 verse. Over here you put 2 extra ones. And we know the Torah does not even put 1 extra letter in the Torah. So why 3 verses for the same law? So the Gemara is teaching us there's 3 types of prohibitions regarding the mixing of meat and milk together. One prohibition is not to eat it. So which means even if you didn't cook it, somebody else cooked it, you just want to eat it, you cannot eat it. 2, you cannot cook it even if you do not want to eat it. For example, you're a chef and you work in a kitchen and you are hired by very expensive hotels, right? Because you are a very good chef and you know how to prepare, and they ask you to put butter in the steaks, in the meat, right? You're not allowed, even if you're not going to taste it, you're not going to eat it. The second verse is teaching us you're not allowed to cook it even without eating it. And the third verse is teaching us we're not allowed to profit out of it, which means if by mistake milk falls into a meat pot, right, and everything becomes not edible, you're not allowed to give it even to your dog, right? And not even to your maid, your cleaning lady, and she's allowed to eat it, but you're not allowed to give. Why? It's called anaha. You have some, right? You have some profit out of it. What's the profit? Now the dog holds you favor. Now the cleaning lady holds you favor because you gave him that. Next time you're going to ask for a favor, they're going to hold you favor and pay you back. Favor is worth money. So the Torah tells you for 3 times, do not mix it, do not eat it, right? And do not profit out of it. So the Gemara this morning, Amar Rav Chizda, says Rav Chizda, Achal basar, if somebody ate meat, asur le'echol gvina, you're not allowed to eat cheese and drink milk after that. Gvina, if you eat cheese, mutar le'echol basar, you're allowed to eat milk after that. So let's understand 1 second. Why is it if you eat meat, you have to wait before eating milk? But if you eat milk, right? Milk, let's say cheese, you're allowed to eat right away meat, not together, but one after the other, after rinsing your hands and your mouth. So now, is it because the food is going to your stomach and we don't want the 2 products to mix together, the meat and the milk? So it's not understandable. If it's going to your stomach, what's the difference? If you eat meat and after you want to eat milk, it goes to your stomach, right? And it mixes. Same thing. If you eat milk, it goes to your stomach and then the meat comes down to the stomach and they mix together. So we're not talking about the level of the stomach. We're talking about the level of your mouth, which means when you eat meat has a lot of grease, has a lot of oil into it. So it fills up your palate. It fills up your mouth, right? And all your inside of your mouth is full now of grease. Even if you don't feel it, you don't see it, it's there. And it takes it 6 hours to dissolve. So therefore, if you eat meat, you have to wait 6 hours before eating milk. So all the grease in your mouth, in the palate, right? In the gums, around the gums, between the teeth, everything should go away. And then you're allowed to eat milk. And even if you rinse your mouth and you think it's really, really clean, right? It's not. It's full of grease. Let me give you an example. Take a knife, cut meat with it. There's a small film of grease on top of the knife. When you look at the knife, it looks clean. It's a little bit dirty. It looks clean. Try to put it underwater. You'll see how the water repels from the knife. Why? The grease makes the water repel. If you take a scrubber, right, and you scrub it good, and it's extra clean, put the water on the knife, you'll see how the water slides down. The same thing. You cannot scrub your mouth. right? Even if you brush your teeth, but you cannot brush your palate, right? So it's impossible to take off the grease formed in our mouth from the meat, right? It takes 6 hours, it should disappear by itself. The other way around, milk does not leave as much as grease in your palate, in your mouth, right? It's more soluble, it's more, right, liquidy. So therefore, eating milk, right, cheeses or anything, you can just rinse your mouth and after that eat meat right away. So it's not because of getting mixed in the stomach, it's getting mixed at the level of your mouth. But some decisionaries, especially Ashkenaz, not Sephardic, they hold also that if the milk is fatty, the same way as the meat, you have also to wait. So therefore they say, any cheese that the process takes a month to prepare, you would have to wait 1 hour before eating meat. Or if a cheese takes 2 months, you would have to wait 2 hours. And maximum is any cheese that takes 6 hours to prepare, right, is 6 months to prepare, you would have to wait 6 hours. Example, the Parmesan. The Parmesan takes 6 months of preparation, right? It has to sit there, it has to get the texture, the taste, right? So therefore, some Ashkenaz decisionaries hold that you would have to wait 6 hours after a Parmesan, a toast, or pizza, or anything before eating a meat, right, a piece of meat. Sephardi decisionaries, Shulchan Aruch, they do not require for you to wait 6 hours. You can rinse your mouth and eat right away. The custom is to wait 15 to 20 minutes, rinse your mouth good, and then eat your meat, right? So this is everything done on the level of your mouth, right? So that's what Rav Chisda tells us. You ate meat, you wait to eat milk. You ate milk, you don't have to wait to eat milk. Just rinse your mouth. Now, it doesn't not say 6 hours. You know why? Because at the time of a Talmud, there was no watch, right? So we cannot say 6 hours, but the Talmud teaches us, if you eat meat, you wait to eat milk from one meal to the next. So their meals, if you look at Masechet Shabbat, their meals, they used to eat breakfast like 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Supper, 6 o'clock. So from one meal to the other, it was 6 hours. And that's why the Maimonides, right, the Rambam, he writes like 6 hours, around 6 hours. He does not say 6, he says around 6 hours. What's around 6 hours? After 5 hours and 31 minutes, you'll be technically allowed to eat milk. If you eat meat, you can wait. Now, the custom is to wait exactly 6 hours and a little bit more. But if there's a necessity, right, for any reason, right, after 5 hours and 31 minutes, you'll be allowed to eat. You're allowed to eat milk. Okay, so now we pay very attention to this mitzvah because this mitzvah is a chok, right? Is a chok, which means it has no explanation. Why? Why can the grease of the meat mix with the grease of the milk? This is a chok. This is the same reason why we cannot mix a suit, buy a suit, Armani, right? All those expensive suits that you have, because they have mixed into them wool and linen, right? Around the neck, right, on the collar, you have some linen. Around the buttons, sometimes you have some linen. In the pants, you have some linen, right? Beautiful suit, 100% wool, right? And very quality wool. But those few threads of linen render the whole suit not kosher, and you're not allowed to wear it, right? So always, when you have a suit, you buy a suit, take it to check in the laboratory of Shatnez to tell you if it has those strings of linen. Why can't we mix them? Chok. We don't understand. Sometimes we have to do naaseh v'nishma. We'll apply it, and when Mashiach comes, Be'at Hashem, we'll hear exactly what was the reason we applied it. Have a great day.